guys. Hi everyone. My name is Salamata. Welcome back. Welcome back to Salamata speaking. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Like the fact that the universe has brought you here in this moment to listen to me speak to you right now is amazing. It's fascinating. It's beautiful. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time and your presence. Like thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy the podcast. If you have any feedback of any sorts, DM me on Instagram. It's Salamata0. That's Salamata0. And let's get into the pod. Alright, guys, whatever. I hope this works now because you guys don't understand what I've been going through to get this mic to work, to get this audio to be good, to get this conversation flowing. But that's besides the point. This is my first official podcast inside of my new home. I moved onto campus on Wednesday. It is Saturday. It's real different out here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's crazy to see demographics on paper and then see them in real life. It's crazy to see how people grew up, or like just like different people's mannerisms and things. Like, you truly think your way of living is normal and is the only way people have been living for years and years, until you meet people who grew up differently than you. Like, there are people out there who genuinely find living in New York City, not living in New York City, but like being in New York City stressful. Like, there are people who like have cornfields in their backyards. Like, that blows my mind. That blows my mind. And I'm a person who truly believes that I have like a great worldview and perspective, that like I understand that there are different perspectives and I'm open to learning them. But it's just genuinely something that I don't think about on a day-to-day basis. Like, most of us don't have to, because you only like, you deal with and exist with your living situation, which you do what your family does and what you've known for years. So I don't know, that's been really weird for me. Because I'm the luckiest person, of course, I got my period the day before moving, so I've just been dying from camps, going through orientation, half alive. I feel so bad that I slept in one, because my cramps was so bad. So I like leaned over, and the exhaustion and the pain and low-key the boredom got me knocked out. Let me fix this mic. It's kind of slipping. Okay, I think this like stands properly now. I'm gonna listen back to this to make sure it's actually recording, because at this point, this is something that I'm anxious about, that I worry about. If you ask me, like, what's a phobia of mine? A phobia of mine is recording an entire video, an entire podcast, and realizing it didn't save. Or editing it and realizing that the file got corrupted. Like, now I understand when YouTubers, like, talk about that pain. They're like, sorry guys, no video this week, file got corrupted. I would always be like, you could have just made another one. No, I could not. I'm mourning the first one that I made that I thought was so good in the first place. That's happened to me for 2 episodes now, and I'm really sad because they're episodes that I genuinely wanted to release. Discussing like harder topics, which like I prepare and sit down for. Like, I had a reel go like pretty viral in my opinion. Like, for my account, like 75K is OD views. Kind of talking about the fact that I did not ever think that I would make it to 17, and I'm finally here. And it's, I don't know, it was just a sweet thing, and I like talked about it and how that's crazy. Like, I don't know, you really, I guess, have to also like relate to that mentality a little bit to understand that like it's an accomplishment for me to be here so long. Like, I know some people don't take their birthday seriously, they don't like to celebrate it for whatever reason it is, or some people think that it's stupid. Somebody commented cringe on that post, and I was like, but you don't understand what it means to me to be alive right now. Like, the shit I've gone through to be here today, to make this post, to write this caption, like, you don't know what that is. And just because like you've had your experience doesn't mean, you know, I've lived the same experience as you. You know, it's all about perspective in life, and I get that, but like that was one of those things I just rolled over bed and like made it because it was a trend. But really deeply thinking about it, it's like at like 10, 11 years old, I never saw myself being alive at 17. I always thought, oh my god, like, I hope my friends go to my funeral. Like, that's crazy to think about, but I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna die first, like, and I'm gonna die real young. And I'm still young, so like obviously there's still a possibility, but I don't know, it's the first time in my life where I'm looking beyond the age that I'm at. like, even when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, like, it's my wish to do X, Y, and Z when I'm older, but I don't know if it's possible, if I'll make it. So I had a really limited view, not only of, like, myself, but, like, of the world as well. And through making connections with people and, like, expressing myself and finding things that I cared about and was passionate about, it kind of guided me out of that jaded state, but also realizing that, like, that feeling isn't normal. Like, not everybody thinks they're gonna die. Not everybody wants to die so young, you know? And knowing that, like, also allowed me to, like, ask for help in that area and talk to other people about it, and then being like, well, don't you consider this and this? And I think that was really helpful. Yeah, I got deep real quick, but it's my third day on campus, and I've been mostly doing orientation, so it's like waking up early and then walking around, learning about the school and all those things, which is really, it's nice, and meeting new people. But it's hard because it's like, yes, I'm embarking on this new chapter of my life, but I feel like I just got good with the one that I was in just now. Like, I was just getting into my summer groove. I was just getting to, like, hang out with my friends and, you know, getting to appreciate the friendships that I have back home, and I have to start all over. And I'm trying to find the excitement and, you know, joy in that, because it's a new adventure and it's what I signed up for. But I don't know, I think it's kind of strange. I'm definitely gonna do a dorm tour once I'm done decorating, but the things that I have in here are already so cute, and I can't wait to show you guys. Definitely watch my YouTube, subscribe. Salamata speaking. I already have, by the time you're listening to this, 4 vlogs up. There's a June vlog. That's kind of just like a compilation highlight reel of what June was like, because June is my favorite month. Obviously, there's no point in the video where I'm crying, but I do want to talk about how, like, I bawled my eyes out a few times in June because I was going through a breakup. I was graduating high school. I low-key felt unappreciated, but just in terms of, like, not celebrated, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I personally do a lot for the people I care about and love, and sometimes that you don't get to hear that back. You don't get to, you know, feel it back, and that really had me down in June. Especially looking back on my relationship or, like, the friendships that I lost. I was just like, I do so much for people, and, like, it seems like I get nothing in return. So that had me in my bag for real, like, listening to Olivia Rodrigo every day. Which, like, if you're depressed, do not listen to sad music. It doesn't matter how sad you are. Like, you can give yourself 30 minutes of feeling that comfort of, like, somebody else is experiencing what I'm experiencing. But, like, if you let yourself do that for hours and days, and you're never going to get out of it because you're making it a part of your routine. So don't fucking listen to sad music if you're depressed. I was thinking about making, like, a survival guide for depressed girls. And then doing, like, high school edition, college edition, living away from home, like, depending on, like what the depression is rooted in. Let me know if y'all want to see that. Also, I do want to say I'm not a psychologist. I took one psychology class, and I've just I've just dealt with it most of my life. So, like, I get it. And I don't know, it's just recently that I finally have the vocabulary to explain all the things that I've been feeling, and I finally feel like I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I am considering getting a therapist, especially now that I'm on campus and doing something new, like, just for transition wise. And I know people are like, yeah, you can call me, you can talk to me, but I think it's time for therapy. I think so. I'm really excited because I have a brand partnership coming up as well. Can't wait for y'all to see that. Mashallah, it will go well. Inshallah, it comes to fruition. And I mean, I can't wait to start praying. I got a new prayer mat. Here's the thing. I don't know why I've never considered this before. If I'm having a hard time praying and my coping mechanism is shopping, why don't I just get a new abaya or a new hijab? Because trust me, when I get new hijabs, I be praying my 5 prayers all the time. And it's embarrassing to say that, like, I don't always pray my 5 prayers, but, like, that's the reality of it. And, you know, it's between me and God. So if you're judging me right now, don't. Okay, so I got a new prayer mat and a new hijab from my mom. Those my grandmother's that I'm really excited to like wear and pray with. So I can't wait to get off my period and pray. Like that's really what I'm looking forward to. Also, like, what the hell is my college experience gonna be like being mostly Muslim? Um, Obviously there's an element of conforming that's gonna happen to me, and I'm aware of that. Like I went to high school. I've been a teenager. I am a teenager. Um, but in a lot of ways, I need to uphold my dean, which I'm gonna do, like, for sure. It's so sad that I haven't seen any cute guys on campus. It's something I'm already mourning. It's only at age 3, but it's like, that's fine. Um, I really want to go to the Republican convention that's happening on campus because I want to know who's gonna be there. I want to know who they are. I'm just curious. Like, I'm gonna get to have a conversation with somebody who's really a Republican and not just like over the internet or something. Like, I want to go low key. I think I'm gonna be in my journalist era, like walk around campus with a mic and be like, so, what do you have to say for yourself? But that's all something I'm thinking about and like trying to explore. I keep saying because I have nobody to talk to. My roommate went out to eat with some people. I just came back from a barbecue. Also, I'm going to SUNY Oneonta, and I know when I was applying to colleges, all I wanted to do was talk to students that went there that weren't like a part of like representing the school. So, like right now, I'm not representing the school in any way. I'm not a dragon guide. I'm not a RA. None of that. I'm not appointed by the school. So if you want to hear my raw and honest opinion, as of right now, feel free to DM me, and I'll give you the stitch on SUNY Oneonta. I'm also like trying to enjoy it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like not be a party pooper and shit. Like, go to parties and have fun and live it up, at least for the next 2 weeks, and then like zone in on my classes. Actually, what I'm gonna do now is make my calendar for September and October and kind of put in all like my days for finals and like figure out my day-to-day schedule, like when I'm going to study. And the library is so close to me, which I'm so happy for. And my dorm has so much space. Let's get into how people lied to me. They were like, you cannot bring all your stuff. It is impossible. You're not going to fit anything into that tiny shoebox. And they kind of like bullied me into that mentality. And I came here and there's space for everything. And right now, none of my clothes are folded in like the drawers. I literally just dumped them in. Like, so imagine if I like folded them and actually like rolled up my clothes, how much space I could actually maximize. Like, I have a lot of space and I have a closet, and I know it's not like that for everybody on campus, but it's like there are storage solutions. There are ways to make it work. Do not let nobody bully into not bringing your favorite things because their so-called won't be space. You gonna make the space. The fuck? I didn't mean to curse, but I never said this was for children, so while I was meeting people from my major today, first of all, there are not that many people in my department. And I kind of knew that going in because everybody I talked to was like, I'm a fashion major, or like, I'm a music industry major, or like early child education. And I was like, oh, okay. Where am I gonna find my people? But I guess hopefully that means it's less competitive to like study abroad, especially for my major, because it makes more sense for me to study abroad that I'm an international student. Not international, but international studies student. Yeah. That's the thing about living with people now. There's a lot more people you have to worry about when it comes to noise, but I'm so glad I didn't get a quad so that it's only me and my roommate. And my roommate is super, like, respectful, and we be grannies in here. We be going to bed at 10 and stuff, and I love that. I do. The latest I've gone to bed since I moved in is 12 a.m., and like I came back from my shower and everything and went to sleep. I don't know. I feel like I'm having a very big cultural barrier because a lot of people are from like Long Island and upstate, and I don't know. There's something about me being so blunt that doesn't mesh with people like having voices of angels, but like they just, I don't know, it feels fake. You know what I'm saying? It just feels real phony. But I'm gonna have to get used to it because I'm living here for the next 4 years. Also, I really want to be an RA because I feel like that would just be so fun. And I've always like dreamed about being one. It sounds so stupid to be like I dreamed about being an RA, but like I was always like, oh, I can't wait to do that. Like I want that to be part of my experience in life and being alive. So yeah. I'm making my fortune cookie. Not fortune cookie. Fortune teller right now. What should I put on there? I'm obviously not gonna wait for you guys to tell me like what I should put on there, but you know, it's nice that I almost did. I'm trying to make a box for like to like not be on my phone. If like I don't have people to hang out with, like a little box to like get me off of the internet and stuff, because I think that would be just a really good coping skill, and a practice for me to have. So far I'm thinking to put in books, so fiction and nonfiction, to put in magazines, and then to put in like a canvas, glue, scissors, so I can do like arts and crafts, to put in like color pencils and a coloring book, even if it's a kid's coloring book, and then put in little things like go to this place or call this person, text this person, write a letter about this. And then I had the idea of like making a journal that like did all those things. So like I would draw pictures for you to color. Not that I'm that good at drawing, but I did draw some things that I really like mushrooms and stuff, that you could color, and then like have little prompts for you on different pages. Kind of create this journal that would like help you get off of your phone and stuff. And the only things that you would need on your end is like scissors and the magazines for like the collages and stuff. And I don't know, that's something I've been thinking about a lot for like doing, because I haven't seen anything like it, and I just think, I don't know, it would be nice. It would be a different kind of journal for people like myself who don't like journal every day, because sometimes you like get off the wagon or need a different type of journaling. Sometimes you don't want to talk about your feelings, you just need something to do. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about that. I've also been thinking about how the fuck I'm gonna stock this fridge. Like, do I really want to cook? No. I finally had something good at the dining hall today. It was a chicken wrap. It was so good, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm just excited to decorate this dorm. I can't believe we have so many mirrors. First of all, the mirrors are facing each other, which gives very big demon portal vibes. So I'm about to call my mom and be like, do I have to lock this mirror, or do I just like pray over it, like what's going on? I'm thinking I hang my like rosary over it just to protect myself because the mirrors are really facing each other. But like I do that when I'm doing my hair, so like I don't know. I need to stop picking and choosing when to be spiritual about shit. Also, something I'm really proud of, not just moving into college, is I did my own hair. I pulled an all-nighter the day before, and I did my own hair for the very first time. Like, I did it all by myself. The only thing my cousin did was, like, and I shouldn't just say the only thing, because that's a lot. Like, she helped me, like, section it off. Like, I did, like, big sections, and she, like, made sure it was straight. And most of the time it was straight. I'm not gonna hold you. And I'm really proud. So, if you go to SUNY Oneonta and you need somebody to do your hair, I'm pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna charge you an arm and leg because that's mean. And also, black girls gotta stick together. That's what I'm thinking. It's so funny that the one black friend I made I haven't talked to in a few days. I wonder how she's doing. Also, what's next? Also, I can't wait for campus fits. I've been low-key shy to like do photo shoots and take pictures because I've been busy and dead all day and I look bad. But tonight I'm going to a party, so once I put together my outfit, I'm gonna do that. Yesterday, we saw a fucking hypnotist, and, like, the fact that he hypnotized people was, like, insane. I was like, oh, so he's gonna have actors in the audience. I was lucky, like, not believing it. And then I was like, well, hypnosis is, like, real, and, like, when I'm having a hard time sleeping, I just put on, like, sleep hypnosis, and I listen to that, and I literally don't remember when I fall asleep. So I was like, maybe it's gonna work. And, like, it's crazy that, like, he had people doing crazy shit. Like, I don't know. It was cool. And he was, like, really respectful about it, too. Like, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. And it was a fun show to watch. But, like, watching my friends' stories and, like, they go to, like, HBCUs or, like, schools with a larger crunk population, crunk is such a weird word to say. Where like they're having fun and split, and it's just like, you need to stop comparing your experience to what you're seeing on social media, because they're probably in their bed with a bonnet right now. Like, they're probably struggling the same as you are, and if they aren't, like, their experience isn't the same as yours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be hoping that they're having a bad time. Even if they're having a good time, it doesn't mean like your bad experience is invalid, is what I've been trying to tell myself. So like at some point I'll get over myself and realize that, like, yes, college is a lot of things. It's specific things for a lot of people, but like it's gonna be something different for you as well, and you don't need to worry about like what your experience is gonna be, because it's gonna come out in due time. Like, in 4 years I'm gonna be looking back, or if I'm an overachieving ass bitch, in 3 or 2 years I'm gonna be looking back and be like, holy shit, you just did that. Like, can't you just believe that you just did that? Like, oh my god, you know? And so I'm trying to enjoy every second of it and not really beat myself up for anything that I do wrong or, you know, mess up on. And really give myself grace, you know? I'm really trying to do what I did in high school and, like, really plan the next 4 years of my life for me to be successful. And I'm glad that, like, that's the sentiment on campus, that, like, they want you to be proactive about your future, and they're willing to help you. And there's so many opportunities in college. It's like, you can study abroad, you can get internships, you can do research with some of your professors. Like, I don't know, I just think that's real cool. I sound real giddy right now, but it's just because I'm genuinely so excited to be in this new chapter, even though it's fucking terrifying at the same time. And there's just no way anyone could have prepared me for this, but it's also like, I feel prepared. Does that make sense? Does that make any fucking sense at all? It's like, I guess, I can't really remember when I first started school, but like, the way my parents explained it was just like, you were just tired of being home and you like wanted to go to school, so we put you in school, and when you got there you were a little skeptical, and then you went on in and you went to school and you were excited to go back to school and learn and, you know, hang out with your friends, and you loved your teachers. So it was a fun experience for you and us, and I hope like I have the same experience here, and I'm thinking it's pretty similar. I think it's really insane that, like, how little we change even as we grow up. Like, there are facets of your personality that are just set and so distinct to who you are. And I feel like oftentimes it's those things that we wish people noticed about us, or it's those things our family bully us about, or those things, I think they truly make us unique, that they stick with us for so long. From a psychological perspective, it's hard to figure out, like, where they come from. Like, is it just a response to our environment? Is it a part of our genes and all that? And I think that's a conversation I love having, especially when they do studies about twins who, like, grow up in, like, different families, like, whether it be economically, or even, like, racially, and then they end up doing the same thing, like, having the same job and stuff. Like, being raised by completely different parents, but, like, the fact that they were twins, they kind of ended up doing similar shit. I think that blows my mind so much. Or twins who have an identity that is so closely tied to them being twins that they end up, like, morphing to always be the same person no matter how old they get. Like, that's pretty freaky. And that's more about, like, attachment styles and all, but I don't know, I still find it interesting. I low-key want to take a psychology class, like, I don't know, something more tailored to maybe, like, attachment styles or, like, development or something. But I have most of the credits for psychology for my AP class, which, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I really did not think I was going to pass those AP exams. Just the way people, like, talk it up. They're so hard, they're so challenging. Like, the AP board is, like, really getting more aggressive and stuff. And I really didn't believe in myself. I didn't think I was gonna like really do it. So if I knew I was gonna pass, I was probably gonna stay in high school another year and get all these college credits for free. But now that I'm here, I'm just like, fuck it. I should have known better. I should have believed in myself. But it's stupid to worry about the path that you didn't take when you already made your decision to do something else. Like, why not just put all your eggs in that basket? Because they're already there. Like, focus on the ones you do have so they can hatch. You know? That's just one of the things. Like, I was, like, low-key bullying myself about. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like, but, it's also, like, I don't know. I think there's something about growing up or, like, going to school in minority neighborhoods where most people don't have the amount of support that they need, whether it be at home or at school, to feel like they are capable to do those amazing things, and then they kind of like project that onto other people. And so like I feel like that's been my experience always. It's kind of just like when it was time to take the regents, everybody that I knew in high school, or who had already taken regents, or like people were just intimidated by exams, like being around me, and I'm talking to them and they're just like terrified of it. I was like, oh. Like, now I'm scared, even though I've never been scared, and I know that, like, I have the support. And if I do fail, it's not going to be the end of the world. I don't know. That's an observation I have made. What about you? I really wish I had a co-host and somebody to, like, spitball off of. But I think since this is the beginning of an era, like, it's going to be a diary form vibe to it all. I originally came back to the dorm to use the bathroom, and I was like, oh, I'm all alone. I might as well record a podcast. I'm thinking about doing a podcast with my roommate. But I want to get to know each other more before I, like, be like, yeah, let's just talk for an hour and see how it goes. What is happening? It's time for dinner, so I think most people are going to dinner. It's 6:58 right now. Some people are gonna go to dinner, and after dinner, we're gonna see a magician today. Woo, so exciting! I can't wait for my mom to come so I can get all my other things, my essentials. My scalp has been itching all day, and it's not because my hair is dirty, it's because my scalp is dry. I just want to oil my scalp, and I don't have scalp oil. Not that it specifically needs to be scalp oil, like, it's just oil. I did order castor oil, but I don't put that on my scalp because it's, like, really thick and greasy. I like to do, like, the wild growth oil, which has, like, a funky smell to it, and then the Talia Wajid oil, which I also really love. It has a nice smell to it. I like that one because it smells good. It moisturizes my scalp, and it keeps the dandruff away. I remember having dandruff growing up, and, like, everything I know about natural hair today that has made my hair grow is everything I was told not to do as a kid. They were like, do not put conditioner in your hair until your hair dries. Brush your hair when it's dry, don't brush your hair when it's wet. All that shit that they told me about my hair was wrong, and it was catered towards white people. That's also my stupid idea of listening to white YouTubers for hair advice when I have type 4 hair. Like, I did that to myself. I didn't know any better. I grew up, it's fine. But, like, literally, like, conditioning your hair before you shower, before you like wash it, like detangling it before you wash it, like conditioning it wet so then you can detangle it, putting oil on top of your conditioner so that you can keep the moisture in for longer. If you want your hair to be curly and replenish it, like, wash it in sections and then, apply the products in sections and rake it through. Don't brush it. Like, all those things that seem so simple to me now, I didn't start doing until 2020. And that's crazy to me. 2020 is when I started coating my hair with castor oil. I just ordered the same bottle because I know that shit grew my hair so fast. When I take these braids out, I'm gonna, like, trim my hair. I bought scissors. I'm gonna do it myself. If I fuck up, I'm only allowed to be mad at myself because I did it. And then I'm gonna, like, braid my natural hair, probably, like, do some hijab styles. I brought braiding hair. I can do crochet, I can do ponytails, all of that. I'm gonna be coming with the styles. I'm talking like I don't actually have to go to school and study. One of the faculty advisors was like, you're probably going to be spending 40 hours a week just preparing for your classes. And I was like, that's a full-time job. And it's like, the fact that I have no idea what to expect from college academically, because it's never in movies, like nobody ever prepares you for it, it's kind of scary. Like, especially like my class and the classes, like the two classes behind me, because of the pandemic, like we have no understanding of how like things typically work, and we're always going to be that anomaly. And I think that's pretty interesting. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you for listening. My name is Salamata. You listen to Salamata Speaking. If you want to see more of me, follow me on Instagram. I'm at Salamata0. If you want to see what I'm up to on a day-to-day, follow me on Snapchat at SalamataXO. Don't follow me on Snapchat. Ugh, I'm going to have to cut that out. Hold on. Alright, thank you for listening. You were listening to Salamata Speaking. Please leave a like and a review so more people can find this if you enjoyed. If you want to see more of me, follow me on Instagram. I'm at Salamata0. If you want to see some of my videos, more like a day-to-day vlogs, subscribe to my YouTube, Salamata Speaking. And if you want to see what I tweet on a very sparse basis, I'm at Salamata0 on Twitter. Thank you so much for being here. Now, if you want to see me really be funny, you got to follow me on TikTok. I'm at Salamata_speaking on TikTok. I give wellness advice and take you through my journey of becoming a better human being. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you. Have an amazing morning, evening, or night. I love you so much.